You know what? That's the power in speaking your truth. That's the power in standing your ground. That's the power in being confident and secure and sure in who you are. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Motivational Monday, guys. Woo. Before we get into today's Motivational Monday, I ask that you hit the subscribe button below and you check out my Instagram handle to the side and you give it a follow. Also, happy Black History Month. Woo, 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 woo. Black Power. That was so corny, by the way, but yeah, Black Power, you get what I'm saying. So, welcome back to another Motivational Monday, because we could all use some motivation for that ass, okay? So, if you're not in a Motivational Monday mood today, I suggest you exit out this video and come back when you're less unmotivated, okay? Okay, alright. But let's get into it. For today's Motivational Monday, I was gonna come with something else, but then I had this shirt on and then I just had the perfect motivational speech to give. Okay, so maybe you can see it, maybe you can't really see it. But, ooh, let me stand up. It says, always speak your truth. So yes, so I got that shirt. I got this shirt like 2, maybe 3 years ago, whatever. And for some reason, I just never really like took in the words or took a moment to like really gather what it meant until today, until this morning actually. And I'm just like, you know what? This is the perfect motivational Monday speech. I was saying the backstory of the shirt is I got it in American Eagle about 2 years ago, and when I seen it, it just resonated with me, so I just went for it. Going forward to 2020, I didn't realize how effective the saying on this shirt would be. But before I tell you how effective and why effective it was, let me give you a background story. So, growing up, it might be hard for some of you guys to believe I was not very talkative. I didn't talk at all. In fact, I didn't start talking until the 5th or 6th grade. Yes, the 5th or 6th grade. It wasn't because I couldn't talk or I had a talking delay or a speech delay or whatever the case may be. I just wasn't a very talkative person. Like, I didn't like to talk to anybody. I was just very like to myself and to my mom and to my cousins at the time and my brother. So yeah, I just didn't talk. Like, they thought I was weird because I didn't talk. So if you guys didn't know that, now you know. But to this day, I still really don't like to talk. Like, it's not really my thing. I just sit back and observe and whatever the case may be. Like, I have to sit back from afar and see like if it's worth even like putting that energy or putting that energy or thought or conversation into like speaking. Like, I don't know, I'm just very picky about who I talk to, why I talk to, if I want to speak, stuff like that. So yeah, so growing up, the teachers always thought something was wrong with me because I never used to speak, and it kind of followed me all the way until, what is this, the junior high, the middle school, I think that's what you call it, right? Middle school, high school. Yeah, it followed me to middle school, but up until about like the what's it, 6th, 7th, 8th, yeah, about the 6th, 7th grade, I started to find my voice and I was speaking more than I should. But yeah, I was talking. So yeah, 6th, 7th grade, I found my voice, but I didn't really find my voice to like where it was gonna be like me speaking out or like sticking up for myself and stuff like that. It wasn't really until I went to high school. In high school, about the 9th or 10th grade. The 9th grade was still weird because, you know, that's like your first year in high school and you're just like sticking to yourself because you haven't found your clique or your crew yet and you don't know, and then everybody looks big and you're just like really small. Mind you, I was the same size my whole entire life, so you can imagine how scary that was. So 10th and 11th grade is when I really found my crew, and I want to say 12th grade, no, 11th, 12th grade is when I started speaking out. So yeah, 10th grade, I was just figuring out that my voice had power and that like people hold on to what I say and they take it really seriously. Like they kind of looked at me as like the voice of reason, but I didn't even know I was the voice of reason. I just thought like I always had something to say, but it wasn't like more so always have something to say. It was just like was right and wrong was wrong and sticking up for yourself. So I didn't know I was doing that at the time. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought it was just talking to talk. So yeah, so 10th grade, I started to find my voice of reason. 11th grade, 12th grade is when shit went down. And that's when I really was just like, this is who I am. I don't care if you like it or not. This is me going forward, yada yada yada. I was technically known as the girl not to mess with, but not like as a mean girl. Like, it's just the girl that was like, she's always gonna say how she feels, this and that and third, and yada yada yada. So a lot of people didn't like that, especially around that age. If you haven't figured out you like where's your stand ground and like how you want to go about projecting yourself to the world, especially if you're in high school. So it's kind of like you want to be cool enough to fit in with the cool kids, and then you don't want to be not too cool enough and then fit in with the outcast kids, if that makes sense. Like you just want to find like a middle ground. You want to stay there. You want to make sure you fit in well. So you don't want to rub, yeah, that's it. You don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. For me, it's still to this day, I didn't care because I always knew I was a sore thumb and I stuck out like a giant. Like I just knew it just was never gonna happen. I never was gonna be able to please the cool kids, and I never was gonna be able to not please the unpopular kids. Like I was just me, and that's that. I had friends that was okay with my voice, and then I was becoming okay with my voice. And then after that, then it was like college. College, it was the same way. I'm just one of those people that just don't speak in general. Like, I'm not a big talker. Like I said in the beginning, it's not really my thing. I'm observed from a distance, see if you're weird or not, a serial killer, stuff like that. But, yeah, so college was the same thing. I made, like, a few friends, like, I'm the type of person that won't speak to you unless you speak to me, not in a way where I'm trying to be stuck up or anything. It's just like I won't make the first introduction to be a friend. I'll just be like, hey, how you doing? Nice seeing you. Oh, we got the class together. Oh, okay, bye. Like, I'm that. Like, I just go to class, put my head down, do my books, and that's that. So, like, to actually make friends during college was weird because I was in and out, and no, I didn't stay for no extra little activities and anything like that. During college, that's when I met my ex, and that's when I, I just feel like that voice that I had, it just was like, what voice? Like, what? You want to be heard? From who? What? How you feel? It doesn't matter. Like, I feel like that big voice that I had, it was just like, and it took me such a while to like get that voice back and like to be who I was. Like you guys don't even understand. Story short, my voice was lost. It didn't hold any power. I didn't know who I was, and it was just sad. Like that opinionated, strong-willed girl that you see before you now, that was dead. She was non-existent. She didn't have a voice or nothing. And it was kind of like it kind of worked out in my favor because back then I didn't know me speaking my truth would be a gift and a curse. Like I didn't know how to balance it out. So sometimes I would feel like me speaking my truth and saying how I feel about the person or giving an opinion or whatever the case may be, that would literally hurt somebody else's feelings because I didn't know how to project it or like say what I was trying to say without being a bitch. So now that I'm older, I know how to like divide the two, how to differentiate the two without like crossing the boundaries, without like saying how I feel, without hurting the next person's feelings, or like getting my point across without it being too hard. So now I know how to do it. But it's also a curse because some people are not in that part of growth in their life. So no matter how well, if you always speaking your truth, it's always going to come out as harsh. It's not their reality. You're always going to be a bitch. You're always going to be this, that, and the third. So like, it's kind of like a gift and a curse. That's why, for me, in that aspect, because it's like you're not saying it to be mean or hurt the person's feelings. You're just saying it because you want the person to see, not necessarily see, but you just want the person to understand from your viewpoint. Like this will, like, be so much beneficial to you if you took it non-personally and you just took it from a point of view of me trying to like help you grow and blossom into the better version of you that you're working towards. So granted, I have friends now that understand where I'm coming from and they totally get it and they respect my opinion and they look for it. So like it doesn't make me feel as bad as it used to before. Because before, I used to say how I feel to people and this and that and third, and they'd just be like, oh, she's a bitch, this and that and third, da, da, da. And I used to feel bad because it's just like, no, like, you asked me for my honest opinion, the truth. I'm giving it to you, and I'm giving it to you in a nice, constructive criticism way, not in a way to like down your personality or down you as a person. And this is the results that I get. Like, what did I do? Like, I'm just literally trying to help. But yeah, so it would just make me feel like some type of way. But now, I don't care. We're almost 40. No, I'm kidding. We're like getting older now, and I feel like if you don't have a decent amount of construction, of criticism, of friends, I try to grow as a person, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So, like, if you really care about that person and you want them to grow, you just try to take a step back and say it in the best way possible. So yeah, like I said, before I even got to this person of who I am today, I was nowhere close to being this final product that you see before you today. And I'm not even sure if I'm finished growing or whatever the case may be, which I know I'm not, and I love growing. Like, I feel like growing is the only way you see your progress from all the years that you have left behind you. So that's why I say always speak your truth. Like, don't let nobody try to like dim your voice because it might be too loud to them or they might not know how to handle it. Don't hang out with people that make you feel small when you really are big. They just don't know their power yet, but you found your power yet. Because I always have that problem too. It's like, sometimes I get frustrated because it's like, these people don't understand me. And it's just like, it feels like you're growing and the people around you are not. So when and if that's the case, you need to separate yourself and reevaluate who's around you. Not saying you still can't be friends with them, but you could just be friends with them from a distance because you're growing and maybe they're not there yet on that level of where you want them to be or where you feel like their potential could take them to be. Because it's not always where we think the other person should be anyway. It's just they haven't reached their peak. They haven't discovered who they truly were. Yeah, and they haven't spoken their truth or found their truth. So don't knock them. Just give them some time and space to grow. I'm still learning to do that as a person. So I be so quick to cut people off and be like, girl, bye. Like, I ain't got time. But in reality, just understand that their growth is different than yours and that when they'll find their voice, maybe you guys could come back. Excuse me. Maybe you guys could come back, talk about your newfound growth, and grow some more together. But don't never let nobody try to tell you that that's not your truth or always speak your truth. Like, sometimes your truth may bother people who don't even know what their truth is. Like, sometimes your truth may always irritate people who don't want to grow, but who cares? Those people are not for you. And the best thing about always speaking your truth is that it always it always lets you know who truly is there for you and who truly is not for you. Like, it always lets you know who's your friend and who's not your friend. Because the truth might hurt your feelings. Yes, the truth always hurts, no matter what it is, no matter how you put it, no matter how you say it. It's gonna hurt your feelings. But the truth to somebody who doesn't know you or was like trying to be like um, devious towards you or was not really your friend and you finally speak your truth, it always separates them from you. So like the truth just clears out all the bullshit, the negativity, and the people who are your so-called friends. It clears them right out. I had a hard time dealing with that too until I was like, you know what? That's the power in speaking your truth. That's the power in standing your ground. That's the power in being confident and secure and sure in who you are. So just because those are people that you thought were the same or on the same level as you and they're not, and they went away because you spoke all of your power, your truth, and this and that and third, forget them. They wasn't meant for you anyway. So always speak your truth. Never be afraid to say how you feel. It might hurt people, it might rub people the wrong way, but the real ones and the people that really care about you are always going to stick around and appreciate you giving your truth and honest opinion. But do know that it's a gift and a curse and you must figure out a balance. Because sometimes your truth is not always necessary in a situation. Sometimes people just want to talk to you and they just want you to listen. So keep that in Bye. So, guys, thank you for tuning in to Motivational Monday. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in this far to my YouTube channel. I know it's under construction and there's a lot going on. Like I said in one of my videos where I said welcome back, I'm under the possibility of getting rid of some of my old videos that I don't like and just strictly making my page about adulting. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be too serious. But yeah, so just stay on the lookout for that. So if you see some videos that are gone, I'm sorry, they just don't fit where I'm trying to go now. I have a whole new concept and idea, and I hope you guys really like it. And you tune in all the way to the end and you watch my videos, and you subscribe and you give it a thumbs up and a like. So on that note, I want to say thank you for watching this video. See you guys with the surprise this week. It's also a new content that's being introduced. So just stay tuned on the lookout. Make sure you have your notification bell on so you can see. And yeah, thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.